My question is this: because right now BN is doing so bad, so it seems like you are giving hope to us, like harapan as this talks, this session. So my question is, till now I don't hear any solid plan from Pakatan Rakyat saying that in economic perspective, likewise, Pakatan Rakyat say that promise want to demolish toll and then give free education and then maybe ask Linas to stop, and all this sum of money, where do you source from, and then which one you priority first? Because right now I don't think you can source the money from only Petronas itself. So where do you source the money to make this happen?
Okay,
thank you.
Thank you very much. It's a good question. Now, from our experience of running Selangor, if we take a simple example of road making, we realized that in the old days of K-Toyo, the road would cost so much. What we did was, when we do our open tender, we save about 21% of the cost of building a road, and that's just a very simple example, And across the board, the management of PKNS, you could see we made about 40 million more than last year. That is a savings of about 22%. So we know if you run the administration well and you run it with transparency, you should be able to save 20% of the budget. Okay, Malaysian budget is currently at 250 billion a year. Now, if we bring the same ideas into Putrajaya, we should be able to implement a 20% saving across the board, and that will translate to 50 billion a year in savings. Now, all the other things that we promised, cancelling the toll is a separate matter, I'll deal with that later, but PTN will cost about 5 to 6 billion. Reducing targeted subsidy, reducing the subsidy for corporations will save us 8 billion. So just from the savings of managing the country, you already can save a target of 50 billion a year. From other things like cancelling the AP, liberalizing the market for cars, that you can save another 8 to 10 billion, I tell you. Do you realize there's also AP for palm oil, AP for goose? There's all sorts of licenses out there allowing the middleman to make money. That's right. So what we have to do is just rebalance the thing, then the money goes back to the government. So we are targeting about 50 billion, and what we need to spend, if we do 100% of all our manifesto, we should be spending about 45 billion only. So we have a 5 billion margin just from the procurement aspect. Not talking about AP earnings and all that. Now let's talk about the toll. The toll issue is very simple. The toll today, you may not realize, is actually owned by us. The North-South Highway is owned by EPF. What these UMNO buggers did, they know they're going to lose. They know they're going to lose. So they jam it, the UEM jam sold the thing to EPF to buy. Okay? These EPF directors there, they have to answer to a lot of questions. So EPF bought it. Now, since it's our money already, do you want to keep the toll to make 6%, 7% return for EPF, or are we willing to forego that so that it's free for the whole country? Now that is the question we have to consider. What we intend to do is we need to subsidize the whole of the toll in terms of giving a return of 7% to EPF. EPF bought it for about 40 billion, I think, around that figure. So at 7%, you're looking at what is it? 6 billion a year. So 6 billion a year. We need to ensure that we pay 6 billion a year and bring down the toll to zero for everybody. Now the principle here is this: it's not so much whether the toll is expensive or not. The toll has been going on for too long. If you remember, it was built in the 80s, early 80s. And how long more are they supposed to collect? They've already collected 4 times their returns. This is just immoral for new government to come in and say, let's extend and get your grandchildren to pay for Plus Highway also. So that is the main reason why you cancel the toll. Okay? Another question, please.